Hey, how's it going, everybody? This is Tyler from Podcast Now. This is the Quorra Show. Today, it's going to seem kind of like a rant, at least in the beginning. Not about ETN, about Facebook Libra. And it's because it is a rant. Because there's some things that you might not know about Facebook, the lovely, lovely Facebook. You might not know some stuff, and it's important because there's a lot of people who think like, well, there's really not. The crypto people don't think this. The media really wants to push this. So that's how you know it's going to be a failure. No one's going to use it. And it's not a true crypto. Because when the media pushes like Libra's going to take down Bitcoin, the media's never liked Bitcoin, ever. And I can't even say anything. I can't even say the word. It starts with a C, ends in a P, Y. I'll put it up here. I can't say it because then the video would be probably taken down or something by this platform that we're on. So there's a big problem, and we're going to talk about that towards the end. But for people who might think that ETN has a problem now because of Libra, well, just here, let's start, and then you can make up your mind. So this platform that I'm about to talk about, we're not gonna, it's nameless, but here we go. Ready? Records calls and texts. Now, all of this, by the way, is all from research. I'm going to show you all the articles once I'm done. Once I'm done saying all this. Records calls and texts. Used an Israeli spying company to find out what app users, you, download. Conducted global surveys to understand the usage of their app without users' knowledge. Again, you. It helped them decide what companies to acquire and which were a threat. They performed a massive psychological experiment on its users unknowingly to them, may have been you, to test out how they react to emotional content in their feeds. They gained the power to manipulate the way its users think and feel. This is all real. The CEO admitted to calling its users dumb F demonetization word. I think you can figure that one out. For trusting his platform. They give private user data away to multiple different companies. They don't care. They're under scrutiny by the US government, where they've had multiple congressional hearings due to their data scandal. Because they just give data away, private data away. Here you go. They banned all crypto ads as there are cryptocurrencies that are currently not operating in good faith. This is Facebook. Isn't that ironic, by the way? So now we're going to talk a very little bit because all you need, and if you think I'm angry, it's because I am. And try not to vomit from all this. We're going to talk about Facebook Libra just for a second. And we're going to think of, and it's not even, again, all of what I just said is actually real. So we're going to take what they've already done, what they already do, and now we're just going to add the cryptocurrency, well, the currency to it. And crypto almost doesn't matter anymore because every big corporate company, I don't know why I was having a hard time, corporation, Apple, Amazon, Twitter, Google, all of them, they're all going to have a cryptocurrency. We've known this for how long? This isn't news, so it's just almost time to call them currencies. But anyway, so let's talk about Facebook Libra really quick. But speaking of cryptocurrency not acting in good faith, does anything that I just said sound like a company operating in good faith? No. Maybe that's why they reversed the crypto ad ban, because if they would have left it, they wouldn't be able to advertise their own. Okay. So, and I have some notes, so I'm just reading off of my notes. So remembering everything that we just said, that whole list, and remembering now they're going to have a currency that they actively will be tracking, and you know that they will, and they already said there's going to be government regulation, they're going to be telling things to the government, and yada, 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 whatever. Not exactly decentralized, but okay. Even though they're trying to say it is decentralized. But, I mean, do you trust liars? Once someone lies, do you ever trust them? Should you ever trust them? I wouldn't. So really, anything that they say about their currency is likely a lie. Might not be a lie, but it's probably a lie. That's my opinion. So we already know that they don't care about privacy. They literally manipulate. They learned how to manipulate your thoughts and your feelings. They pay spying companies to find out how you use your phone and how you use your apps. They track every call you make and every text you send. So they know everything that you say. And don't think for a second that they don't have an algorithm to pick up keywords to from what you say to decide different things from it. They dictate who's a friend of theirs and who's a threat. And they're going to have a currency. So now we can imagine what that means. You use their platform. You bow to them. They know everything about you. If they want to destroy a company that you own, they easily can. They have messages, phone calls, what you've bought, the money that you've sent to who, to where, everything. They know everything about you. And if you're a threat to them, you're out. And by out, I mean you're done. But if you're not a threat, it's okay. You're fine if you're not a threat. If you don't have a company, none of that. If you're a good person, which I assume all of my viewers are. But if you're a good person and you're okay, it's fine. Because they'll just manipulate you anyway, based on what you say. And then they'll show you some things to manipulate your emotions, to change how you think and feel. And then they're going to sell that info that they learned to a company that they're partnered with, or maybe they own or something like that. Maybe they have shares. I don't know. But they're buddies. And then that buddy company, they're going to make a product based off of what they learned from Facebook. And then they're going to sell you that. And then you're going to buy it with Facebook's currency. Do you see how that works? And then, because you bought that product from the company that Facebook's friends with, and you used as a payment Facebook's currency, do you see how, and then that promotes the company, and the company makes money, which means they make money. The money trickles up. Do you see that? And again, none of this sounds all crazy. UK Parliamentary Report is the one that talked about how they record phones and or phone calls and text, and they don't know, you don't know about it. And they had an Israeli commercial spying company. All this is all real. This is, again, they have had hearings in U.S. Congress because of it. It's unbelievable that anybody would be promoting this currency. You can't trust them. You can't forget what they've done, what they are. That's what they are. They're liars that they don't see you as a person. They don't give a crap. There's no incentive for Libra. They talk about the unbanked. What's the incentive for the unbanked? To what? Try to sell them more stuff? Because now you're just like, oh, well, you know what? That's just 1.8 billion people that they could be using our currency, and instead of buying their stuff, they could be buying stuff from companies that we have, that we're partnered with, and we can make money off of these 1.8 billion people. What have we been doing all these years? Is that how they see it? I'm sure it is. So what does that have to do with Electroneum, which, by the way, has gained, last week, when we ended the video, or actually when I was done editing the video last week, they had 3 million, it was 3,012,548. Now they're at, let me reload the page. Now they're at 3,028,000. I don't know if I'm saying this right. 3,028,659. That looks right. So they gained quite a bit. Like 15,000, 16,000 new users in just 1 week. This is literally a week since I filmed. So that's pretty impressive. That's pretty crazy. But does anything that Electroneum has anything, I don't care if you're a troll, I don't care who you are, I don't think anybody can say that ETN has ever and will ever do any of the stuff that Facebook has done. And if they did, trust me, there'd be a video like this. I can guarantee it. I'm not that biased. I really like Electronium. If they ever did anything like this, I'd be the first person to call them out. I would. I don't go for this. Especially in podcasts now, and pretty soon we're going to be having a new, actually kind of two series, but it's really one series. It's called Honest Gaming and Honest Entertainment. If you're into video games, if you're into movies and TV shows, check that out. And if you're sick of the stupidity that goes on in it and just the dumb stuff that takes place, the dishonesty, like I said, on this channel, we don't go for dishonesty. We will call you out. In a nice way, sort of. The nicest way we can. So that's going to be starting either in July or August. So definitely check that out. And sometimes I'll get hot, like I have been today, because when I see, this is going to kill Bitcoin. Oh, really? Because it hit like 11,100 last night. Yeah, it's really dead. It's really doing a good job at killing it. Never going to happen. Probably going to be a complete failure because it's Facebook, and Facebook's dying. And remember this, even write this down or something. Facebook and Zuckerberg, really. Zuckerberg likely won't even be around. Probably, I'll give him all of 2020. After 2020, maybe a few months into 2021, but I doubt it. Zuckerberg, he'll be gone. Facebook probably got 3-4 years left. That's it. So I don't care about them. They're meaningless to me. They're bleeding out. It's a slow death, but they'll be bye-bye. But like I said earlier, don't worry, because I'm sure Google, and I'm sure, let's leave it at I'm sure. Maybe, this is my opinion, I have to say this stuff, otherwise I get in trouble. I'm not even going to say it. All I'm going to say is I'm sure that the things that this Facebook has done, I'm sure all these other social media platforms and almost all these other big names, Google, Apple, all of them, I'm sure they do it too, if not worse. The more money you have, the more you can do this stuff. So yeah. Actually, no, I'll just say it. I'm pretty positive Google does this stuff. And what's really going to be fun is when we find out decently soon, probably in a year-ish or, years, maybe, probably the thing that's going to make Zuckerberg get out or be thrown out is when you guys find out, and I already know this, but you'll find out, that even when you delete, because you might be saying, well, what if I don't use Facebook? What if I deleted the app? Oh, no, don't worry, it doesn't matter. Because don't forget, Facebook's just automatically installed on your phone. There's a reason for that. Who would want that? And remembering everything that Facebook does, record your calls, record your text, blah, 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 blah. Who would want that pre-installed on all new phones? And by new phones, I mean the last 4 or 5 years. Who would want that? Really seriously, critically think. You can tell me in the comment sections. I'm not going to say it on here because I'd get in big trouble by the platform that I'm using. And I want to say the name because then they're like, oh, you're accusing us. I can't. No, I'm not saying that. Could be on any platform, but the platform that you're watching this on. Way do you find out that when you uninstall the Facebook app, it actually doesn't matter because as soon as it's installed, it leaves a little, almost like a virus, a little trace in your phone. So it's there actually. Everything, all those different things, the trackings and all that. No, it's the listening and understanding. It's all in there. Doesn't matter if you uninstall it. You're going to find that out. Google, they know when you sit. They know when I just stood up. They know where I'm sitting. They know all of that. They know everything about you. Do you want a currency from those people? Do you want to use a currency from those people? That's the real reason, or that's the real question. I don't. I would rather use Electronium, who I know I can trust right now. They give an incentive to the unbanked. They give them around $3 a month. They're spending it in South Africa. It's going to be in, sounds like India, Brazil, I think Philippines. Did he say Indonesia? I don't know. Richard Ellis said a couple countries in the last interview he had with Unblocked, I think their name was. They're pretty new. Which is awesome, all those countries. So, yeah, I mean, Is Facebook Libra a threat to Electronium? That's something to ask yourself now after listening to all this. No, not at all. Well, they're going after the unbanked. They're not doing any incentive for the unbanked. Electronium gives them around, if they're in the areas with the top-up ability, they're giving them $3 full a month. That's decent amount for them. That pays for their phone bill. That's a reason to use it. It's trustworthy. They don't track your phone calls. They can't manipulate how you think and feel. I think that's really all you got to know. They're not having a congressional hearing with the United States government. None of that's happening. The CEO, Richard Ellis, has never called any of you, never of the 3 million, and however much that is, probably it's more now. The 3 million of you, he's never called you dumb F demonetization words. But Libra's CEO, Facebook, they have. Or he has. He's called you that. So, yeah, that's today's video. Do you like Facebook Libra? Who do you think's going to win? Facebook Libra, Electronium? Who do you think? Little battle. Who do you think's going to win that fight? Do you think Facebook Libra is even going to get off the ground? Let me know in the comment sections below. I'm curious to see what you guys think about all this. And I'll see you guys next week. Bye.